Anxiety is a worldwide epidemic. It's affecting people, all types of people, every day. People just like you or me. But with some good, daily, habitual techniques that I will share with you in a moment, it can be easily managed. What's up, Entre Nation? Jeff Lerner here. Have you ever woken up in the morning with a racing heart or feeling worried or concerned about your life or your business? Have you ever felt like, how can I manage everything in one day? Well, rest assured you are not the only one. I too have felt so anxious that I didn't even want to get out of bed. But I did because life is too short to allow anxiety to take over. And I've learned some helpful ways to manage anxiety throughout my years as an entrepreneur, and I want to share them with you. But first, I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up and click subscribe. It really helps the channel out and allows me to bring you the best content on how to have an awesome life. So first, let's talk about your morning practices. Have you ever noticed that you feel more anxious in the morning? This is because cortisol levels in the body, your stress hormone, are highest in the morning. So it's super important to start your day with the best methods to reduce cortisol. The first thing you're going to want to do is just breathe. In fact, go ahead right now. Take 8 slow breaths in through your nose and 8 slow breaths out through your mouth. In fact, pause the video. Do it right now. Did you notice a difference? Slow breathing eliminates toxins and calms your mind. Do that every morning and periodically throughout your day, and you'll notice a huge difference. You can also start practicing meditation. You need to start the day out calm and centered. This is your time and space to envision your highly joyful, fun, and successful day. I recommend meditating for at least 10 minutes or more. And if you don't know how to start, try downloading a meditation app. There's plenty out there to choose from. One you might try is called Headspace. You will declutter your mind and help your neurological pathways between the left and right brain hemispheres to rewire, and this will reduce anxiety big time. Another morning practice is called visualization. It is time to visualize the awesome day you desire. The power of the subconscious mind can override any thought or worry that your conscious mind has, but you have to engage it. So start by remembering a time when you felt overwhelming happiness, like maybe when you first held your child, or you saw a friend you hadn't seen after a long time, or even just took your dog for a walk. Whatever it is for you, visualize it, and then focus on your goal for that specific day as if it's already come true, trying to feel the same way that you felt in that happy moment. Next up is affirmations. Affirmations and I am statements are extremely powerful. For example, this morning, I am going to focus for 2 hours on my business. Or even something like, I know and trust that everything will be okay. There's no right or wrong. Just trust in yourself that you will reach your goal and get used to saying these positive things back to yourself. You can always practice the same technique again later in the day with a different goal. Within my training company, Entre, we actually have a 30-day awesome life challenge, which allows you to be the best version of yourself. And one of the practices in that challenge is creating some powerful I am statements. I'll put a link below to some training that includes the Awesome Life Challenge. And how about exercise? If you're like me, I like to start the day moving. I enjoy the gym very much, but think about what suits you best. Is it running, yoga, maybe lifting weights? Whatever gets you excited to jump out of bed and get going. Personally, I wake up at 5 every day and I have a gym date with my wife. It makes me feel accomplished knowing that I've checked 2 important boxes for the day. I got a workout in and I got in quality time with my wife before most people have even had their morning coffee. Next, focus on your food. Your blood sugar levels must be stabilized as cortisol, the stress hormone we talked about, peaks most in the morning, like I said. So ensure that your breakfast and really every meal throughout the day has nutritious, stabilizing foods. And also, as you probably know, sugar and caffeine are stimulants. So if you're already feeling anxious, they are just going to increase the level of cortisol in the body and the resultant anxiety. Also, drink plenty of water because water helps the liver cleanse itself of excess hormones. Next, let's talk about daily practices for your business. If your day starts with feeling frantic over maybe a full inbox and feeling overwhelmed, not knowing which direction to take first, then naturally you're starting the day feeling anxious. So try these tips. First, treat life as an Olympian, like an athlete. Just as Olympians and athletes are trained to work hard, they are also trained to have enough food and get enough rest. They can't perform if they don't do those things. Everything about their life is highly structured to ensure their peak performance. Well, it's the same with being an entrepreneur or anyone really who is striving to have excellent, productive days. It is imperative that your day, your entire life, is also highly structured. Structure will lead to results because you are calm and focused and you always know what's coming next. I personally strive every day for physical, personal, and professional excellence, the 3 Ps I call them. And it is a big challenge, but I know that frankly, it's given me the results of where I am today. And at my training company, Entra, many of our students have had massive breakthroughs simply by just following a plan. And we provide a course that helps give them the right structure. In fact, every one of my students in Entra gets a free training called the Awesome Life Challenge that helps them create excellence in all 3 of these areas. Next, we'll talk about time blocking. We all have the same 1,440 minutes in a day to use effectively. It is essential that you schedule time for everything you want to accomplish. This makes sure that, first of all, you are not multitasking at any point, because as we've talked about in other videos, multitasking is a myth and frankly a disaster in terms of our mental energy. The goal is to work smarter and not harder, identify what is important, what is imperative, and choose specific blocks of time to get those things done. Time blocking your day is an easy way to ensure that everything that should be done will get done, which will help eliminate anxiety. And then you want to learn to say no. This is a big struggle I see for a lot of people. Focus only on the things that are going to move you forward in your business and your life goals, and say no to everything else. Say no obsessively. It's one of the things I ask myself every day is, have I been saying no often enough? This can be really rigid. I mean, even saying no to clients, saying no to people that want to give you money if they are not aligned to your higher vision and could end up draining your energy and your time. Learn to say no and focus only on those few things that you really, really deeply desire. And then make sure every day that you schedule some sort of daily downtime. No, don't just say, oh, I'm going to have downtime now because I'm tired and I want to flop down and waste a bunch of time. No, actually schedule it so you know that you have it to look forward to. It could be even something maybe you've never done before. The reason for this is by having a free moment, by giving yourself that space, it allows the endorphins, which are the opposite of cortisol. Endorphins are the feel-good hormones, the feel-good chemicals. They will surge through the body when you give yourself a moment of downtime to actually indulge in something fun. This sparks more imagination and more creativity when you do return back to work. And being entrepreneurs, we have the luxury of creating our day, so make sure that we have time for work and also downtime to recover and re-stimulate ourselves so that when we do get back to work, we can do even better work. In fact, I like to create a special moment folder. This is where you go get some of your favorite images or words or anything associated with joy and actually make a slideshow out of it. Some of the best moments of your life. Literally put your happiness into a slideshow, and then you can go back and look at those images, look at those slides whenever you need to take a break or you need to, jog yourself back into that state of happiness and that state of flow. It could be anything. It could be your wedding day. It could be, pictures of yourself hiking or on vacation, or maybe images with your family, whatever gets you feeling good. And then make sure you surround yourself with winners. And the hardest thing about this, honestly, is that it's like we resist it because we feel like if we pick who the winners are, that we're rejecting everyone else as losers, and we're like, I don't want to be mean. But honestly, it is what it is. Do you want to be successful or do you want to be nice? Sometimes, unfortunately, those aren't the same thing. I'm talking about figuring out the people you aspire to be like and basically kind of separating yourself from everyone else, because life is so much easier when you're not being dragged down by others who don't have the same goals as you. And unfortunately in life, there's a few people that are like you and that are really driven and really directed and really intentional and have similar goals. And then there's everybody else. And even if they're not overtly negative, they're going to be indirectly negative because they're not in alignment. Have you got a mentor? Have you got a mastermind group? Have you got a specific community that supports your dreams and understands you? I mean a group that pumps you up when you accomplish the things that you are most excited about. Not that they're most excited about, things that you're most excited about. They pump you up for those things. They celebrate your wins, even the tiny wins. If you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for that, I invite you to join us at EntreNation. We have a free Facebook group, and start feeling supported by other entrepreneurs. Our friends, our family, they may not always understand what it's like being an entrepreneur, but in EntreNation, we definitely get it. Okay, now let's move into some daily practices in our evenings and night times. First of all, turn off your devices before sleeping. This habit will detach you from your day. It'll detach you from the constant stimulation. It'll detach you from the neural fatigue, and will set you up to actually get deep and restful sleep. It's recommended that you completely unplug from your devices at least 2 hours before sleeping. And if you're someone that has to watch something to go to bed, although I'd suggest that that's not actually a thing, but I know some people say that it is a thing for them, at least get some blue light filtering glasses. And they also have apps for your phone and your computer that can actually cut out the blue light. This will help with eye strain, and it'll help you get to sleep faster when you do finally unplug. Next, in the evening, every evening, celebrate your wins for the day. Take some time for gratitude and to increase your level of positivity. A good practice is to have an actual gratitude journal, or some people call it a win book, and write down physically on paper all the things you did that day that were awesome, and give thanks for them. Be excited, be grateful. Even be thankful for things that didn't go as maybe you planned, because you learned something. And a lot of times that's actually the best thing that can happen every day. And then meditation, we talked about meditating in the mornings. Also, evening meditation for another 10 minutes or so will not only improve your sleep, but it allows you to connect deeper with your subconscious mind. And there are also sleep aiding apps that you can get, and will help you get into more deep and restful sleep. And you can actually listen to these meditations as you drift off to sleep. That app I mentioned earlier called Headspace has a feature called Sleepcast that does exactly this. And there's also a meditation album called Healing Meditation by a lady named Kelly Howell that has been really, really successful for me. I won't explain all the details of how it does what it does, but basically it kind of tricks your brain and tires your brain and helps you fall asleep. So we have covered everything that I know of to be able to have a calm, anxiety-free day. I suggest you now, maybe rewatch the video, or hopefully you're taking notes, and think about which of these practices will actually suit you the best. Then go create a structured plan. Again, failure to plan is planning to fail. You have to have a plan for managing anxiety. You have to have a plan for organizing your day. You have to have a plan for accomplishing your goals. Everything needs a plan. So create a plan on how to reduce your anxiety. Maybe you need to buy different foods. Maybe you need to make sure you build in exercise, meditation, whatever it is. And I mentioned earlier in this video a training that will help you create more structure. There's a link for that in the description below. Whatever you think might help you the most, just do it. And then please share it by letting me know in the comments below. I love hearing how my videos have impacted people. And definitely don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 16 years old, over 20 years of my life. And now I am dedicated to helping people like you have their most awesome life. Remember, you can also sign up on Facebook for the EntreNation group if you want that support. And again, in the description below is a specific training to help you become an entrepreneur and create the awesome life that you deserve. I just love seeing all my students turn into the best versions of themselves. Thank you for your time. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.